Welcome to Australis.
Like, there's a crater over that way. It could be better. There'll be more soul coins. I promise you. I'll split with whatever we find in here. But you go that one. We'll cover more ground.
The butcher's going to stand there. He's going to look at the chain. He's going to look back at where the fireball just came from and been like,
I'm going to swing it at the spine devil.
The chain devil. The chain devil.
The chain devil, yeah. The chain devil.
I was just going to I've just attacked Julian.
I'm going to smack that chain.
Smack that chain.
Smack that. Smack that. Oh, that's a natural 20.
All right.
Hey.
The season 1 party decided that some things happened and they had to go to a party. This was a 9 hells party. They got a bunch of money. All the haughty-taughty people went to this thing, spending thousands and thousands and thousands gold on this party. The group went in and they were confronted by the whole 9 hells. But it weren't just a party on the 9 hells. It was actually a ritual that brought the 9 hells into the material plane. After there was a lot of betting of their lives and all this other stuff and all this dodgy stuff that went on, they went all the way down to the bottom and there they found the ritual of the 9 hells ritual. They recognized other people and it was a mirror. Ags, I can see your porn in your glasses. It was basically a mirror of a different ritual, and they went in and they had a fight. Slightly overpowered, they went in there and they had a fight, and basically I didn't realize as one person dropped, then the next person dropped, then the next person dropped, and then until everybody had basically died, except for 2, which they kind of run away. The last thing, the Gaia, which is a primordial god, one of the first, basically asked Saul's character that if she could do something to bring them back, would they accept this deal? And the deal was that they were going to get made into soul coins that were going to hell, and that's where we are in this predicament. Okay, let me find what I wrote. You all sit on the blasted hellscape of the eternal blood war. The forces of devils constantly battering against the line of abyssal demons. Infernal war machines locked in an unmoving battle. The land around them bloody and torn, a mess of twisted carcasses and fire. The shouts of generals are loud and harsh over the cries of the damned souls and hungry devils picking at the morsels for their masters. A constant rain of fire, ash, blood and shit fall from above, coating the landscape in a fetid, putrid layer of filth. The river Styx is a constant flow, shepherding souls. The shabby-looking boats that carry these poor creatures hit and jostle each other. Many capsize. The souls scream soundlessly as they are pulled under by entities that neither have features or form. The souls scramble to an island that sits in the river of fire and corruption, huddled in a great shivering mass as if that would save them. Their meager garments that cover their emaciated bodies are instantly burnt away as the devils approach to divide the souls up for their masters. The ones that have no masters are played with and tortured, limbs torn as if a cat played with a mouse. But where a mouse would finally succumb to the cat's claws, these souls would not, and their screams would be added to the constant howls of the damned, as torn body parts try to find their original hosts. Hear me. A voice as soft as loam, cutting like a jagged granite through a constant feedback of screaming souls. Overhead, golden streaking comets tear across the sky, whistling as they descend. As they hit, big gouts of flame as these comets strike parts of the 9 hells. Some disappear into the lower bodies of the 9 hells, but one hits big gouts of dust and flame as every head, even the abyssal heads, turn towards this golden thing that now has landed on the first level of hell. Find the soul coins, and I grant you reprieve from this forsaken place. So says Gaia. So how this is explained. The first level of Avernus is basically a blood war. Constant fighting. Every layer of hell has an army. Every layer of hell sends it up to the first layer, and that is the stoppage of where abyssal demons come in and devils go in. The river Styx is this great torrent of a river that basically ferries the dead souls into hell. They sit on these small canvas looking boats, emaciated and torn to shreds. As they come down the river Styx, if they have a master, the brand of the master gets burned onto their foreheads. As they come off, they go onto an island, and then they get sorted. Great big caravans of devils, ranging from pit fiends to the smallest lemure, comes in and gets torn. People are shoved into caravans, more than like 20, 30 to these small boxes, than they shoved in because they cannot die. They are divvied up. If you do not have a master, you are then torn, like I said, cat's playthings. And you are sitting there just watching this, as this is a constant thing, 24 hours for eternity. That's the basic. The big streaking comments come across as basically caught every eye on this level as it's gouged into the land, and that's where we are. That's the basic of this thing. Gaia, you've never heard the voice before. It was loamy and gravelly, and as if something was stuck in her throat, and it went out to every devil on this level. As you can see, all heads turn to this streak that has just crashed into a crater. If you do not have a master, you get turned into a lemure. A lemure is a zero entity with a zero soul coin. How we are going to do this, for everybody out there listening to this, a soul coin, once you get a certain amount of soul coins, you will be able to go up to the next CR. I think the next CR is a level 8 CR. You won't change because obviously you guys have got characters, your basic of characters, and you have got the devil overlay over the top of it. You will then go up, and then you can choose. You can choose if you want to go up to the next level. That is completely up to you. However, how you get these soul coins, once again, is completely up to you guys. If you want to steal, beg, borrow, I don't fucking care. If everybody wants to hold their soul coins and give it to one person, so this one person has all the soul coins, so he's your fucking tank, it is completely up to you. But you are devils. You are in hell for a certain reason, whether it be good, whether it be bad. I will leave that up to you if you want to let the privy go. So how we've done this for everybody outside, we have written up everybody's character, and they have chosen a devil out of their monster manual, and they will then use their special abilities and anything that goes with them. Barbed tail for the imp, the ability to change into certain animals, imp. The lemure can't die; it will remake itself after a certain while. Barbed devils will have will have the barbs, and a bearded devil will have the chinny things. And that's basically, I don't know what else to say after that, to be honest. So, what have you chosen? So, like, what characters have you chosen prior to you coming to hell? What was your character's choice? So we'll go from top all the way down to bottom.
Yes, I have chosen an imp.
Okay.
Now, I will be a slightly orange tinged imp with serrated teeth that have been clearly sharpened on purpose.
Yep.
And there's quite a few that are half broken and jagged that have just been sharpened to a point. They're clearly been broken from different scraps and things.
Okay. What was you prior to being an imp?
Well, he was an orc.
Okay.
So.
And what class is he? Or you want to keep that secret? It's up to you.
So I'm playing a paladin.
A paladin. A paladin. So all right, there we are then. So a paladin, who do you follow?
I follow Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. Okay, cool. Ooh, big boy. So Asmodeus, so everybody who doesn't know, Asmodeus is the ruler of the hell. Go and Google his backstory because it's fucking cool. And that kind of leads me on to the next one. Nobody's done it, which I'm very, very surprised. What is the number one devil?
He was a fallen angel.
The fallen angels. And I was expected somebody to do an Asama, which is basically a fallen celestial. And then you could have turned into the fallen devil. I was expecting somebody to pull an Asama out of there.
Wait, that was an option?
Yeah, of course it was.
I knew somebody was going to say that.
That was
None of us knew that was an option.
No, there was a class. I never said anything on the classes.
Yeah, he said any race in class that he wanted to be. So.
Yeah. I said, and I was expecting Asama. I thought it was an Asama, and then because Zariel, which runs the first level, is an Asama. I think is. She is. I think she is an Asama devil. But hey, give the soul coins, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, Valus. What do you pick, bud?
All right. Well, you see, I was a tiefling, and I grew up pretty poor in Maidensbourne, Melbourne. And I spent most of my time grifting and conning anyone I could. That gave me a shit ton of enemies. And then after I had some dramas with some like traveling merchants, I decided, fuck it, I'm out, I'm going. So I went, on a very long pilgrimage till I found a remote town. And I thought of the best con ever. I'm just going to become a god. Or at least trick a town into thinking I am a god. So I spent a couple of years working my way through like this town and like, their social structure and became like a very devoted acolyte to this god named Bel. I don't know the fuck that is. Who cares? All right. So Bel, yeah. Months passed and I ended up doing a little sacrament that was unbeknownst to me. That was actually to sacrifice the entire town, including one of their most loyal acolytes, me. And killed everyone. Turns out it's Baal, the Lord of the First Hell. Sort of important, especially when I'm going to try and pretend to be him. Yeah, so that didn't really go as planned, and I'm dead as shit. But now I've woken up in whatever layer of hell. We're in the 9th one, right?
First
level. All right, perfect. Now I've woken up in the first layer of hell. I'm also a sorcerer, and I have a cool mustache.
Okay, what devil did you pick, bud?
I've become an imp.
Another imp? Fucking cool as. All right. So, like the butcher, let's have a little conversation with the butcher.
Okay, so my character before she died was called Amarin. She was a human, and she was brought up within an assassin's guild. So with her mother leading that, she was, think John Wick, kind of, but with like family. It's a family business. Cousins, everybody that's involved is all part of it. So she grew up learning martial arts and fencing as well as dance and everything like that to be able to hone her skills as an assassin. So she's starting out as a fighter, essentially, and she'll spec into assassin later. And I think what I'm going with is, it's kind of funny, actually, Valus, that you were worshipping Bel, because I accidentally made a deal which basically to assassinate someone, which basically ended me packed to Bel.
Starting to think Bel's not too nice.
Yeah. And so I'm now in hell, and since being in hell, I have murdered my way basically up to becoming a bearded devil.
Bearded devil. Does your bearded devil have any certain characteristics? Any changes in the bearded devil, or is it just the basic purple bearded devil? Or do you want to, you can think of something later, it's fine, it's up to you.
At the moment, it's pretty much what you see in the Monsters Guide.
All right, well, that's awesome. That's fucking cool. Right. So, Udo, you did a pact to assassinate somebody. Did you say
Right,
you...
so I took I took a job.
Yeah.
I took a job to be able to assassinate somebody.
Yep.
But the result of that basically ended up me doing something that essentially ended me up under Bell,
Okay.
and he brought me to hell.
All right. Cool as. All right. Ms. Razul?
Bees Razul.
Ms.
So, where do we start? Sorry. Bees Razul was a pirate. He lived his life on the seas, learning to fight and steal, and eventually started assassinations, anything to earn the gold that he wanted. After a time, he grew to have his own crew, but they mutinied and murdered him and hanged him by the mast, and that's how he ended up in hell.
Okay.
So he became a bearded demon, and now searches hell looking for the crew that betrayed him to get his revenge.
Okay. So, there is a difference between a demon and a devil.
My bad.
Devils is generally lawful evil. They kind of like are out for themselves, and they kind of follow a strict code, where a demon is a chaotic, evil fucking nightmare, basically. All right, so you were a bearded devil. You were strung up to a mast because you were a pirate. They mutinied, and then you fucking ended up here, basically.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Exactly.
Erlich?
Yeah, sort
Elik.
of like Eric with the L.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Elik.
If you like, yeah, you can like that.
Lick some ears?
Yeah. So I was a bard previously. A silver-tongued bard whose charm rivaled his knack for trouble. Often leaving broken hearts and jealous rivals in his wake, my wake, if you like. I had a lute that I enjoyed strumming, sonnets of seduction. We're not going to give away too much at the moment though, too. But there is a stick of butter that was involved, and I am where I am now. I have chosen to be an imp.
So we have 3 imps, 2 bearded devils. Cool as. Right, Zaphon. Zaphon.
Yep. So I was a soldier on Sydney. House was on fire. Wife, daughter, burning away. I'm on the outside. Was given the option to sacrifice myself by an imp to take death in place for my mortal soul as well. So off to hell I went because I made that pact to save my daughter and wife, and now I am in the first layer of hell, eternally burning in place of my loved ones.
Okay.
And that's where I found myself here. I was also turned into, I also have the imp as my devil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're going to go into character descriptions or anything. Are we just going to be looking like
No.
the devil themselves?
Oh, well, it's up to you. You can change it on when everybody meets up. Then you can turn around and says if you got any separate characteristics that your devil has, that's fine. All right.
I know.
Julian Kirkwood.
Hello.
Hey.
So Julian Kirkwood was a tiefling. He roamed the plains looking for stories. He's a bard at heart and just loved hearing the world and what it had to offer. Very knowledgeable about history, but never actually believing it, because the way Julian lived was through experience. If he saw it, he knew it was real and it would happen, but if he heard it through a story, it was simply entertainment to him. This led him one day to a little farmhouse taken care of by a little cult that took care of this spine devil. This spine devil kind of exploited these people, despite how weak they were, and it was soon found out this spine devil themselves was actually quite weak. They were chosen to take care of this camp because of how useless they were. They weren't the best worshippers, and the day Julian stumbled across was the day he wanted to have a little fun. Pulling him down into the hell, he wants to listen to Julian's stories and bring him and show him more of the world.
Okay. Cool as, man. So you picked Spine Devil. I take you picked Spine Devil as well?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool. First Spine Devil. Nice, man. So just as before we go on, so why did people pick the imp and why did people pick the bearded devil? What was your push for the choices on this?
The spine devil can fly out without opportunity attacks and can avoid a lot of things. And I'm going to be doing a very constitution heavy build, so I want to be able to get in, get out, and just kind of take in everything that's going on.
Cool. That's very fucking. That's
I was
it.
very close to choosing Spine Devil, but I figured like if I pointed and turned my hand, I didn't want to like poke someone's eye out. Like, there was a lot of spikes on that guy, so I was like, okay, let me go for the most humanoid looking thing there.
All right. So, oh Christ, what is that fucking name? Ilion Vetha?
Yeah, Ilion Vithar.
Ilion.
Vithar, yes.
The roll.
Ilion Vithar. I am a very, very classic high elf wizard, but coming from a very unique family sex, very unique family line. I very secluded most of my life until my family were hunted down by a group of wizards that were looking to basically experiment on my family. And due to their very unique source of magical connection. And I was the only one who managed to survive out of that. I took offense to that. So I decided I would try to get back at them by learning as much as I could about magic and using that very magic to hunt them down and kill them. I found a wizard master to just teach me just the basics. Got what I needed from him, brutally murdered him immediately as soon as I got what I needed. Went to find the wizards, died very quickly as soon as I found them. And then I've been pretty heavily focused on murdering my way through held up the ranking. So I chose a barbed devil to go with this particular one. There was a couple of reasons for that. It was the only one that had a magical attack, but was also the one that had the most intellect out of the ones that we could choose, which my character is very focused on. He's very knowledge based, but knowledge for the purposes of getting revenge for his family. So he's very very heavily focused on that. The Barb Devil itself looks fairly similar, but it's more red tinged. It's some of the barbs themselves have a more blunted edge. There's some cracks to the body, like overall. There's some scars that have been put there. He's been stuck in this form for a while, and the only kind of remnant of his previous life, his previous build, is this tattered red cloak that he carries around with him.
That's very, very cool. That's very, very cool.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying you know each other, guys, but you know of each other. You kind of hang. It's not like a regimental thing where you have to go and do this to this and this and all that sort of stuff. So basically, this whole level is this massive level. It's the biggest level that's on Avernus, okay? And it's quite large. There are certain things on these levels that you will know of. Like there's the maggot pit, which is basically 1,000-kilometer pit with just all the lemurs get shoved in there. So it's just just a blob of fucking people that gets thrown in there. Like I said, there is a constant blood war. Yes. Did I hear that none of you are healers? No, none of, except for the paladin that may be able to do some lay on hands. I don't think so though. But we'll see. We'll see how this plans out. Yeah, we'll see. Because
I didn't mention my class.
To be honest, say again.
I didn't mention my class.
Oh, woo. I don't like the laid out groups. I don't like, all right, when everybody gets together and go, well, you be a fighter, you be a fighter, you be a cleric, you're the paladin over there, you're the ranger, you can do range attack from you, and then you're the wizard, you do the thing. I don't like that, because that, in theory, that would never happen in a normal
organic experience, right?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, fantastic, love it. This obviously will give you issues later on, possibly, but it'll make you think in outside, possibly outside the box. I know Valis is a pretty big outside the box thinker. All right. So what you see in front of you, like, it stretches off for thousands and thousands of miles. Out there, right in front of you, the river, so just so we know, the river Styx is basically this mammoth river that brings the souls. You know that if you touch the river Styx, you will get sapped of all intelligence. That's the process with it. You just become this unthinking entity. All the unthinking entities will get sent to be a Lemure, and then you become a Lemure. Out in front of you, there is a constant battle. There is just a basic line of devils, line of abyssal demons, and they clash. They clash for eternity. This is the stopping point for the abyssal demons. They are war machines. It is big, massive war machines, like big trebuchets and big like catapults and all these other things, just like completely just made out of bones of giants and dragons and any other thing that they can make. The rope that twists the trebuchet to get it to go out is basically sinew that they've pulled off a human being, and they've just kind of wrapped it. They kind of dried it all up and they've pulled it taut. That's what you have. You have an abundance of body parts here. You walk, as I said, there is filth everywhere. There's fire, just gouts of fire, just incinerating people. It just comes in, this big comet of fire just comes in and just explodes and just incinerates people. It is constant hell. The worst part about it, the sun doesn't set. It's just in this, or the light doesn't set. It's just in this poxy place in the middle of the sky continuously. There is no night and day. If you choose to go to sleep, there is likely you are going to have to hide, and you're going to get killed. This is a dog-eat world. All right? The abyssal demons have every demon within the monster manual and others as they've come in. All right? So you heard the thing of Gaia. You hear that if you get these soul coins, and you know what a soul coin is, many of you already got some due to the fact that you are imps and not lemures. You all have the same. Imps are I think Barb Devil is a challenge rating 5. So every person who is a Barb Devil will have 5 soul coins. Right? Soul coins can be stolen. They can be taken off you. If you are a Barb Devil, you have 3 soul coins. If you are an imp, where are you? If you are an imp, you have 1 soul coin. Did we have any others? We had the other guy, the Spine Devil.
Yeah.
The Spine Devil has 2 soul coins.
Was that 5 for the imp? Did you say?
That was 1 for the imp, 2 for the Spine Devils, 5 for the Barb Devils, and I want to say 3 for the Chain Devil. Right?
3 for the Bearded Devil.
Yeah. So what you have to do, if you are going to attack people, what we'll do, we will roll the dice. If you get, it'll be a 50-50 on a 100 side dice. If you roll low, they do not have a soul coin. The soul coin is held by somebody else, because they have masters and stuff like that. So they may not have a soul coin on their person. They may have the master holding their soul coins, because think of the ranks in the devils and all. This is devil structure type thing. If you get above a 50, they will have a soul coin, and then I will roll 1d6, and you will I'll have a roll of 1d3, and then you may get a soul coin from that. So if I roll a 3, if I roll a 6, you will get 3 soul coins. If I roll a 1, you get 1 soul coin type thing. Okay? And then you go up in levels after that. Different things. I have the new monster manual is coming out now in the next month or so, and they may add more devils to it. I also have another book that I will pour out to everybody. So if you want to do like a bit of a flavor, I will allow you to choose different devils. But remember, the challenge ratings are higher and higher. And as you go up further up the thing, you're obviously going to get the different challenges. All right? How we do... So what I want to do, because there is a number of us, we need these attacks to be sharp and quick. I need you to know what you're doing. I need you to go bang, 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 and decide and get this thing. If you want to explain and give flavor to these attacks, go for gold. Give flavor. If you want to turn around and says, the Barb Devil, you can hurl fire. If you want to go, I want to grab him by the back of the neck, shove this fireball into his mouth and watch his face burn. Tell me, explain to it. Don't go into too much detail of like I said about like giraffe licking and like puppy turning inside out and all that sort of stuff. We don't need to go into that details, okay? Critical attacks. The way we do a critical attack is, I don't like the way you just do double the dice and stuff, because it can be still a shitty critical. If you get an attack on a critical, you will then maximum damage plus your add-on. So if you do a damage of 3d6, say, you have 18 plus whatever extras you add to it, and then you roll the dice on top of that. So max damage, modifier, plus your dice roll. So you know you're going to get hit. You know you're going to get hit. You know you're going to either get hit really hard or you're going to hit really hard. The last thing I like is the fucking, you attacking people and you get a critical and you roll two natural ones and it's still epoxy fucking critical. All right. There are places to buy. You have the place of I think you have the Bronze Citadel here, which is this big, massive, looming tower. It's just this massive structure that it's basically everywhere in Avernus, which is the first layer of hell. You can see this structure just sitting off into the in the distance. That where the guy who runs Avernus is. Right? He looks. Baal is Baal. It is this Bael. I think he's like a big minotaur looking guy. He's like the general guy, and he's the one who runs. He's the one who runs this blood war that's going on constantly. Okay, if you want to bring flavor to it, more than happy. Bring flavor to it. Let's fucking do it. Let's play the role playing section to this. Let's fucking get it going. Let's think. But for attacks and stuff and combat, let's go. Let's get this speed up. Understand where you're going and trying not to like lag, because we are a fucking big group. All right. Do you need anything else off me? No. Okay. So what you see, guys. So we've got, it's like 9 o'clock. We've been going on for half hour. We'll go for another like half hour, and I'll just explain to you what's going on. You saw this comet. Now every day in Avernus, there is comets streaking across the land. They hit, they explode things. Every day there's filth, ash, blood, shit, any bodily fluids just raining from somewhere invisible up there. It is the same thing every day. The only thing you get is the slight bit of excitement where maybe an abyssal demons crashes through the devil's line, and they crash through, but then they get torn to bits and they always get pushed back. These lines are consistently moving. This gleaming golden thing, this comet, is the first thing that anybody has seen different in this land for years. As I said, the comet comes down, hits the ground, gouts of flame and ash and all this other body parts shoot up in the air. As you can see, it goes, hits the ground, and then comes to stop roughly about 100 foot from where you guys are getting ready to go into battle to fight these abyssal demons. What do you do, guys?
So you see what a comet's crashing into the thing, and then we're just all separately.
Yeah, you just
or we were all like around each other.
No,
What's the deal?
So the line stretches across the whole part of Avernus. All right, the whole line is just basically Avernus, and there's the demons like this and the devils this. You're on the devil's side. This comet streaks from somewhere, hits the ground, explodes, shooting stuff up, but lands roughly about 60 foot away from you. You do not know each other as such. You kind of know of each other. Actually, there we go. The imps know each other. The bearded devils know each other because they'd be in the same thing. And the barb devils know each other.
Well, this would be a chance to get soul coins possibly, right? So I'd start heading towards there.
Yeah.
Like I'm quicker than everyone else.
Yeah.
Trying to see what I can score.
I'll definitely be running towards that. It's the first thing I've seen so far that's been different other than the horrors of this hell. So I'm balking it.
Right, who's the spine devil?
Oh.
Right, do me a favor. On your name,
Yeah, we should add that.
put Jillian Kirkwood spine devil, please.
Easy.
So, the imp and the spine devil has a movement of 40. Okay? The bearded devil. Oh, you should have had the fucking Lemure. The Lemure is like a base speed of 15. It would take ages.
Amazing.
And the bearded devil has
30.
a 30. So the spine devil and the imps get over there first. As you come down, you can see this. You look down to this crater. You kind of sat on the edges. You kind of sat on the edge of this crater. This crater is like deep. It's about 80 to 90 foot deep in this big, tear shape. And you can see in the center this form, and it's covered in flames and as heat, as if it's just come through the atmosphere, and it's basically boiling hot. And you can see this body start to pick itself up, and you can see that when it stands up, and it's possibly about 8.5 foot tall. As it picks itself up, and you can see this glowing form of an 8.5 foot creature. Its head's bald, but you can see different shapes of other golden lines running across his chest and up his face, as if these tattoos are just a different color of gold. What are you doing? What's the imps and the bearded and the barb devil and the spine devil doing?
Are us imps together, like we're right next to each other?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And we fly, right? That's how it works?
Yeah.
Or we walk?
No, you fly.
Okay.
You have wings.
I'd be like trying to talk to Ehrlich and like trying to convince him to go somewhere else. Be like, there's a crater over that way. It could be better. There'll be more soul coins. I promise you. I'll split with whatever the fuck we find in here. But you go that one. We'll cover more ground.
I'm curious by nature.
Yeah.
I am going to proceed to the crater
What?
to investigate. With Valis by my side, I would safely assume.
Yeah.
So you
missed an opportunity.
Just
I'm
completely
just
ignoring
hovering
you.
a little bit back. I'm like, you guys should go check it out. Yeah, you guys should go check it out. I'll
Yeah,
come down.
Temprex and I are hanging out. We're kind of just vibing, watching them go, and we're like,
All right.
we're going to see what's going to happen first.
I'm gonna make my way like towards the crater, but more around the side from where they are, because I'll see them arrive first. I'll take note of that, and I'll move around to the side, just kind of keeping an eye on them while trying to get a better look at this thing that's in front of me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you slowly come down. You walk. You kind of skitter down. Actually, you don't, because you can fly. You kind of just land. You kind of just fucking get back to the back up in the air, kind of land down, and you can see this form is radiating something. And you can hear this as you're getting closer. You can hear this sound of something either is in play inside his chest, going, fucking vibrate my nose now. As something is indicated, as if it's got a homing beacon type thing. And as you're kind of getting closer, this is getting faster and faster and faster. Ilion goes around the outside and looks down, and like I said, it is a 8-foot bald-headed golden thing. It is fucking massive. Its shoulders are really quite large.
Sounds very handsome.
Do I have any kind of knowledge about what this might be? Do I recognize this?
Give me a history check, man. Whoever wants to give me a history check, give me a history check.
What am I using for this? Just my own like
only your own.
stats,
Yep,
or
your own stats. You have your character, and you're just a basic imp over the top of the special things.
Yep. History. This will be interesting.
I was
Can
roll
we-
13 with the
Campaign,
+1,
let's
so
go.
14.
Can we see the Is that the soul stone that's glowing in his chest?
17.
It's 17. So the soul stone, the soul coin, is an item that souls. So you don't know whether it is a full soul coin or something there. He is a golden boy at the moment. And as these guys are doing this, you start to rush in. So there is now the 8 of you looking down. You know, it looks like a Goliath. You haven't seen a Goliath in here for a very long time. The Goliaths are usually either slaves because of the usefulness. When you go down to the Brass Citadel and you kind of walk around, some of the devils have slave Goliaths, but this one has the characteristics of a Goliath.
Can I try talking to him?
If you want to.
Sure with that.
Yeah.
I'd like to like start casting what's it called? Thaumaturgy? I can't say it.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. To use booming voice, and I say, I am the disciple of Baal, the first descendant. Please give over your soul coins to me now, and there shall be no punishment.
It turns towards you, and it turns towards you, and you haven't really looked at his face this close up. His eyes are molten pools of gold that are basically streaking down his face. And as he looks at you, you can feel the imp part of you is slightly unraveling as this radiance is emanating from him.
Shitting myself, I push Erlich in front of me and be like, why the fuck did you say that, man?
Looks like you've come a long way, traveler, to get here. What brings you down to the Nine Hells?
And you can see that as you look towards him and he looks towards you, he doesn't speak. But coming from his chest, you can see this streak of chain coming from above as it digs into his chest. You can hear this silent scream emanating from his face as his mouth is opened in pain and just terror as this chain from a chained devil sitting on the top has come down and struck him.
As the boys are trying to talk to him, I would like to athletically jump over them and use my glaive to cut the chain to try and pinch the coin before the chain devil can actually get a hold of it.
All right. Okay. So give me an attack. So you're choosing your target, so it will get a harder DC.
Yep.
But go for gold.
Okay.
Can I get some clarification as well?
Yep.
So have we taken on the complete characteristics of the devil, or do we play as a normal stat block or as the
your normal
stat block?
So your normal stat block, but with the special abilities and all the other things of your imp. So your stats at the top will be your own, and then everything else after this. So your damage resistance would be the devil's. Your damage immunities would be the devil's. Your condition immunities would be the devil's. And every senses and languages and senses and all that sort of stuff would be your devil's. And the devil side and the magic resistance, the actions. If you have a glaive that's dictated to your character, then that will be yours as
our
well.
Weapons and our equipment, etc. And the last thing is for our appearance. Are we just looking like?
You can choose, like the people have changed. Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll have to kind of stick with the bearded devil. If you're a bearded devil, you can pick the bearded devils, but I'd like you to, if you want to change the bearded devils, if you want to change the color of your skin. If you're an imp, and you turn and goes, if you want to put in the characteristics that your wings have been ripped off, that is up to you, but obviously you're going to not be able to fucking fly and stuff like that. It's up to you to change the characters if you want to do it. So you jump over. So give me an attack.
18 plus 5, so 23.
Wow, 23. Okay, so give me damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. You jump over everybody as everybody can see this shadow come across them. The bearded devil comes down onto the chain, and she hits. She hits. They hit the chain, and things. It cuts into the one of the links, and you can see that it's kind of gone through a little bit, but not enough to cut this chain. You can see this bearded devil, this chain devil above is snarling as he's looking down. Now, let me explain what this chain devil is. A chain devil is a 6-foot, very heavily built creature. Around its body are these chains that kind of coil and tense and flick under their own animation. He's basically a devil that can imbue his chains with life. On the ends of the chains are these big gaping jagged hooks that can attach into creatures, and that's what's hit this Goliath in the chest, is this big
I want his
nasty
soul coin
hook.
too.
Yeah.
I'd like to attack the chain devil.
You'd like to attack the chain devil?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so give me an attack roll then.
So Safan looks much more humanoid than the rest of the devils here. He's on the ground, blackened skin, cracked with fire. Is going to pull out his javelin and launch it at the chain devil.
Okay. Give me an attack roll, man.
And judging by what I see from the Goliath, do I recognize the pulsating energy coming off of him as any type of energy? Is it more than one type of energy that I'm seeing?
Give me an Arcana check, mate.
Devs, just to go back to what you were discussing before about, yes, it's the devil, this is the devil. So if my devil uses a glaive and I use a glaive, but mine says roll a d10, but the devil says roll a d8. Do I roll a d10 or a d8?
It's a d8 for damage.
Yeah.
Or is it d10 for damage? I'll go for the highest.
Well, it was a d8 for damage if it was the devil doing it, but apparently it's a d10 on my character sheet.
Nah, do it with d10, man. It's fine.
Okay.
You can
So
read
19
everything.
to hit.
I'll do that next time.
19 to hit? 19 does hit, yeah.
I'll be yelling at like Tenebrax and Erlich and be like, Zafan's gonna steal our coin, my coin. We can't let that happen. Do something.
It's a 3 damage.
3
I rolled a
damage?
1.
I also rolled a 1.
So you rolled a 1 on Arcana?
Yeah.
Right. So you roll 1 on Arcana. You can't tell. There's too many things going on around you. There's javelins getting thrown out. This bearded devil's just jumped across you and all this sort of stuff. All basic hell has just broke loose. So you throw your javelin and you catch between the pieces of chain, and you can see that it's stuck, and he's like, what we'll do,
It's mine.
let's roll initiative, guys. Let's get everybody initiative order.
Big money, big money, big money. Shit.
All right.
So close.
So,
close to a natural 20.
What we'll do is 25 to 20. Nope, I didn't expect that. 20 to 15.
16.
Can we go back? I got 23. Sorry.
Oh, butcher. Come on now.
I got 22, yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus.
The butcher. All right, let me see what my guy gets before I. Oh shit and fuck. So 23. Who's next? Misrael.
And then
22.
Israel. Yep.
22.
Mizrazul.
Israel.
Mizrazul. 20. Elric was 16, I think he was.
I was 16 as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's got the highest dexterity?
Good question.
11.
I have 12.
Hey. Tenebrax, and then 16. Erlich.
Just think of like Eric with an L.
So 15 to 10.
10.
10.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
12.
12. So Valas is 12. What is that underneath my thing? Valas' thing, and then Ilion is 10. Who's 10 to 5? 10. Zafan is 10, and Julian, you are last, I take it?
Yep.
So what is your dexterity?
5. 14.
14. So my guy, my chain devil goes at 1. And then you are 1 at Julian. So, right. So we'll go to the top. Everything, all the rest of the stuff was a surprise attack, and we're going to go to the top. You do not know what arcane thing is coming off this creature. So the butcher is first. What are you doing?
Again, so my first attack didn't actually cut through the chain to like get him off. So I want to try and grab part of the chain, but then like hack at the chain again. But I want to, if I can break it off, I want to pull him down towards us.
So you're going to try and, all right, so you're going to pull him down towards you?
Yeah.
Or you're going to try and break the chain? Which one? You said a lot there.
I think I'm going to try and pull him down towards us so that he's closer to my glaive.
Okay, so that is going to be a contested strength roll.
Yeah.
All right. So he has. Ooh, he's a big boy. Right, here we go.
What's my strength? 15 plus 2, 17.
17. He rolled a natural 18, and he has a plus 4. So as you've dragged him towards you, he's actually dragged you 10 foot towards him and the entity. So he's pulled, you tried to pull it, and he's like, fuck you, and he pulled you. You went 10 foot, and so did the Goliath. The Goliath stumbled, and just as he stumbled, you can just see him cough as this golden like fluid just hits and splatters as this hot baking ground. Okay. Do you have a bonus attack, Butcher?
I don't think I do yet, no.
No? Yep. All right. Cool. That's you. Mizrael. Mizrazul.
Okay, so am I still quite at the back of the group? I didn't really do much at the beginning there.
I would say you're around the crater looking at. You can see the chain devil has come up and everybody's kind of down in the crater.
Okay, so can I move to get close enough for an unarmed strike on the chain devil?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep.
Okay, so then just figuring out it. So 23 to hit.
23, yeah. Fucking 23 definitely is.
Yeah. Cool. Unarmed strike, so I don't know if that matters to anything. And then damage is 7 damage.
Right, so what's your damage?
7.
7 damage. Wow.
Yeah. I do have a bonus unarmed strike, if I can do that as well.
Yeah.
Sweet. So roll for hit. 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then 8 damage.
8 damage. Holy shit.
Monks.
Yeah, monks for the win, man. That's fucking cool. Christ, you hurt him already. Right. Tenebrax.
Right. So I will. I'm like, oh shit! What is that? And I'm going to cast Bless on the 3 imps. I think I can do 3 at level 1. Let me just double check.
Bless.
Up to 3 creatures. Yeah. So I'm going to bless the 3 imps. I'm like, all right, guys, let's go get him. Go get him. And I'm just going to sort of hover around and move in slowly like I'm going in, but not at full speed. So they're going to move like 20 feet closer.
All right, cool as. So everybody, the imps have a 1d4 plus on, I think it's attack rolls. And saving throws and all that sort of stuff. That's cool. That's very, very cool. All right, Elric.
All right. Am I able to mount this Goliath and try to remove the hooks that are within him?
As I explained, you go towards him. This radiance is kind of seeping out of him, and as you kind of go towards him, you can feel it unraveling. But you are more than welcome to try and pull the chain out of its chest.
Okay, which is within the hooks, though, right? The hooks are like wedged in there.
Yep.
Can I have a crack at trying to remove those hooks at all?
Give me a strength roll, mate. Give me a D20 and add your strength, buddy.
Yeah, 20. What have we got? 18.
18. You go at as the butcher is pulling, and she's kind of they're trying to pull it at the same time, and it's got yanked and all that sort of stuff. Are you a fucking he or a she or a they?
I'm a she this time to make it easier for you. Yeah.
All right. They gets pulled towards the bearded devil. You then come up and just put your back into it, and you yoink this chain. This chain comes out of the Goliath, and you can see that it's covered in this golden blood. that it looks like. But now the chain is out. You can hear the roar of the chain devil, like showing his displeasure, like just pissed off because you pulled his chain out. But good time. Have you got a dab? You got a bonus action yet, Elric?
I don't think that I do. No.
Okay, cool as. Now we are. What are we? We are. Valis. Well, that's a Valis, not a V, not a C.
Yep.
Valis.
All right. So seeing this happening, and I cannot not like I can't afford to lose this soul coin. So I want to activate my innate sorcery, and I start like glowing and like channeling all this magic around me, and then I'm going to use my cantrip Sorcerer's Burst, and I'm going to use 1d8 of psychic damage. Can demons take that, or just whatever damage I know a devil could take?
Well, like, to be honest, man, he's immune.
Any of them?
Yeah, he's immune to fire and poison at the moment.
Yeah. So psychic's fine.
Yeah.
Because I've activated this, I can roll with advantage.
Yeah.
That's an 18 plus 6.
Christ. Yes. I'm gonna have to look at your fucking characters because I didn't think you'd be this fucking hard at level 1.
Yeah, level 1. I'll roll my d8. And that's a 7.
That's a 7 damage.
Do you plus anything, sorry, when you roll spell stuff?
It'll be whatever it says on D&D Beyond. It'll say what are the damages and then it'll give you a little plus to the side of it.
Oh, but hit the DCs like your normal attack roll.
Yeah, so if you go on spells.
Yeah.
So if you go on spells, it'll say the spell and it'll give you the damage number plus the
hit DC. Okay, yeah, perfect. Then yeah, that's 7 damage.
7 damage. Perfect. Wow. Yeah, Chris. Cool as. That's what you got anything. So what does this magic that you just cast look like?
Okay, so it's pretty much just like I imagine it as like I'm just like conjuring this like sort of circle and it's like flicking through all the elements, and then I just like sort of pick this like psychic purple one. I'm just like
So you've literally just gone like a connected wheel off a computer game, gone.
Bit of top
pretty
roll,
much.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Does anyone ever play Blade of Sorcery and you like change your spell damage just like that?
Fuck my life. All right, Ilion, it's you, buddy. You're muted, I think.
I would like to do 2 things. One, he's still up there, isn't he? He hasn't moved.
Yep.
Right, cool. I would like to throw some magic missiles at him.
Okay.
That
They just hit.
if it'll let me
Just
do it.
damage.
Yeah, they just do it.
Just hit, man. That's all they do. Just hit.
That's 3 and 5. Awesome. I'll max damage on one of them.
3, 3, and 5. So that's what? 11 points of damage?
11. Yeah.
Wow. Christ. You can see he's you've just ganked him, basically. You've just ganked him, and he stumbles a little bit as these 3 magic missiles just come around from nowhere. He reeled back, like holding his head as his psychic damage has gone into his head. The spear that the javelin that was thrown by the butcher first off is kind of fallen to the ground as he stumbled back as the chain has come loose out of the Goliath's body. So we are on to Zafan.
Zafan is going to scream a mighty roar and charge in with his long sword.
He's going to come in with a long sword.
Yep.
In with a sword.
Straight at the Goliath.
All right. Straight at the Goliath.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to get the kill before somebody else does.
All right. So you go towards the Goliath. As I said with everybody else, you rush towards it. You're in a rush, but you can feel your body start to unravel as it hits this radiance. So you attack, please.
Yep, 13.
13. Yep, he's got no armor on. He'll be fine. Give me attack. Give me a damage, bud.
And a Wrathful Smite.
Yep.
In there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a wisdom saving throw for the Goliath. Wisdom's 11.
Oh god, yeah, no, he fails it.
Excellent. And it's a damage.
Goliath.
So longsword damage is 6, and the damage from my Wrathful Smite is 1.
Okay, so that is 7 points of damage, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage from this radiance. This radiant damage is kind of off him, and you can see that it feels like it's unraveling your devil's body around you.
So with the Wrathful Smite, he also has a frightened condition.
So he's frightened?
If he can take that.
Yep.
End of his turn, the frightened target repeats the save, ending the spell on itself as a success.
Okay, cool as. I put a big F on the top of him. All right, so my Chain Devil. My Chain Devil, nobody else has really gone up to his attack or attacked him personally, like face to face. So he's going to try and do a attack on the Goliath again and throw another chain at him. Okay. So that is a 26 to hit.
Jesus.
And it goes into the Goliath for 10 points of damage as this nether chain comes up, grabs into his chest again, and you can feel him stumble as it just starts getting to hit. Immediate fear, yes. All right, Julian.
Yes. So aiming where the chain thrower just hit, I'm going to throw a fireball.
Okay.
It's a good campaign, guys.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. So you aiming for the chain itself?
Yep.
Yep.
Is the chain flammable? Like if I hit it with a fireball, is there potential it could light?
It's got a damage thing on it. So it is made of metal, but it has a damage threshold that if you hit over the damage threshold, it will break the chain.
And that'll be 12 damage.
12 damage. You can see the chain as you hit it, the intense heat of the fireball hits the chain, and you can see that it starts to blacken and melt, and you can see that it kind of like starts to twist, and the strength of him pulling on it is kind of elongated it. You have done damage to it, like a significant amount of damage, but you're just off the damage threshold. And we back up to the top. Butcher, it's you.
Well, that's good, because I was going to be like, the butcher's going to stand there, it's going to look at the chain, it's going to look back at where the fireball just came from and been like, and then I am going to try another attack. Goliath is fine. I'm going to try and again try to sever the chain.
Okay, so you can aim for the weak spot where the fire thing come in, the fireball.
Yeah. Well, at least this will work. And then hopefully. These roll high. Oh, 13 plus 5. What's that? 18?
18 doesn't hit the chain. It's just shy of the hitting the chain.
That's fine. It's 19, guys.
No, it's not. It is 20 to hit the chain.
Oh, it's too shy.
Too shy. All right. Have you got anything else? Have you got any movement?
No,
you got movement or anything? You want to do any movement?
No, I'm going to keep holding on to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Razul. Fucking name.
Very good. So we're at the top of the pit, and this guy's pulling on the chain. Is that right?
Yep.
And it's about to snap.
Yep.
Can I try and shove him to fall down the pit and hopefully snap the chain by falling down?
You're going to be falling towards the chain, so it's not going to snap. You'd have to push him away from to snap.
Right.
But you can push him down. You can push him down the hill. You can easily do that if you want.
Yeah, I want the chain to snap. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll try and pull him the other way, trying to get the chain snap by pulling on him.
Okay. All right. Give me an attack roll, mate. So actually, no. Well, give me a strength roll, mate. Give me a strength roll. 10. He rolled a natural 17.
Oh fuck.
You have a bonus attack. I know you have a bonus attack on that as a monk.
Did I roll the right thing? I rolled a save.
So you should have rolled a day 20 plus your plus what the little number underneath your strength.
Okay, as a bonus, I'll do that as a bonus because I fucked up. So
Right.
D20 and then the strength. There's a natural one on the D20. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
there we are. Awesome. Right, Mizrael, we are bloody Tenebrax.
Sorry. I'm going to flap my way up, and I'm going to pull out my longsword.
Mhm.
And you can see on the longsword, there's just in the handle, there's an engraved flaming sword that's very, very worn. I'm going to swing it at the spine devil.
The chain devil. The chain devil.
The chain devil, yeah, the chain devil.
I was just gonna I've just attacked Julian. Julian. Right, give me an attack roll, mate.
I'll just throw my D4 on top. An 18 plus.
Oh yeah.
for my 4. So 22 to hit.
Yep, 22 hits.
So that is longsword. Oh, it comes up with the 2 numbers now. Let me just check that. I'm doing 1-hand damage. 4 points of damage.
4 points as you slash into this chain devil. You kind of cut just above the neck where some of the chains are, and you kind of slash into his neck. He looks at you, growling at you. He's like, I'm going to fucking, that tail of yours, I'm going to fucking rip it off.
And so I have longsword mastery. So he's got sap.
Yep.
So he has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of my next
Disadvantage. Does he have a roll for that, or does it just happen?
Just
Just
happens.
happens.
Yeah.
Fucking 5.5, man. That's fucking shit.
I think I've got martial weapons on my last one, so you got saved for that.
Elric, this is you, bud.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of these hooks in the old Goliath, so I don't know how much damage I would do with the stats that I've currently got on my imp or for my bard. So with my strength again, I am going to do my best to remove these hooks.
Okay.
I may.
Give me an attack roll, man. Give me a strength roll.
It's not good. It's an 8.
It's a 11, natural 11 on my dice. As you try to pull these hooks, and you can see that you just pull the Goliath towards you. As you can start to see the radiance on this Goliath now is starting to calm down, as if the like, and you can start seeing like a facial features coming on it, as if it's not just a blank slate now, that is actually showing facial features. All right. Valis.
All right. Seeing Eric's attempt at breaking the chains, I just do the whole like, fine, I'll do it myself. So I want to fly over to the chain. I'll do some cool shit if you'll let me. I want to use frostbite, but in a bit of a cheeky way. So I'd like to use it to make, because the chain's super hot, right? It just got hit with fireball.
Yeah.
And when something gets really cold, after getting really hot, like, it gets brittle or shatters.
Yep.
I want to like grab the hot chain, use frostbolt, and like whip it forward like you would like a piece of rope, and then send the frostbite attack to the chain devil. If that makes sense, because it's connected to him, right? So I'm like grabbing it and being like, "Wah!"
All right.
Like the frost is going forward because it moves
Yeah.
60 feet.
All right. Cool.
And
Yeah.
Up the chain.
So what I'll do is I'll allow you, because of this, I'll allow you imagine Amakara's. That's fucking so shit. So what I'll do is, so you'll have to do an Arcana check, because I'll definitely say you've hit the chain.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to do a attack roll on the actual chain devil to allow it to go up the chain.
Yeah. So an Arcana.
So if you have a look at the character, it'll be like, is it 2 hit? Or is it a touch? What is it to hit on that spell?
Yeah, so to that one, it is see if range target must make just a constitution saving throw.
All right, here we go. Right. So what my constitution is, oh god, he's quite high.
You've got to beat a 15 from me.
I have rolled an 18. So you're not going to, the spell, you can see the spell race up the chain, but it kind of fizzles out because the chain is just a little bit long. But do me damage.
It says, on failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage.
All right, on a failed save.
Disadvantage on next weapon attack, yeah.
Okay, so give me a 1d6 and also a full damage on the chain as well.
So 4 damage to the devil.
4 damage.
And then you want another roll on the chain as well?
Yeah, so I wanted the damage that you would have caused, like full damage to the chain.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's weird, yeah. Why is it? A failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage. There's disadvantage on next thing.
Yeah, so it'd be like
it doesn't say what full damage is. It's the same, it's just 1d6.
On a failed save.
Yeah, you cause number of frost perform on a creature. Frostbite. Sorry guys, I ruined the game. It's an evocation cantrip. Yeah, I'm confused reading this. You cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. That target must make a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of the next turn. Full stop.
Happens
Frost.
on a successful.
Yeah.
Frostbite.
I'm cool.
It doesn't say this is a new spell, is it? That looks
I'm sure. And then spell damage increases by 1d6 for when you reach 5th level. Blah, blah, blah.
If it's a cantrip, it would be nothing on a failed save. On a successful save, it would be nothing. If it's a cantrip.
Generally.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, on a failed save.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So he doesn't take nothing, so I'll do that then. So give me damage of 1d6 for the chain, though.
Apologies. That was 6.
That was 6. Cool. You can see that the upper link of the chain is snapped now and it's just barely holding on by an absolute thread. Right, so that is Valus. That is Ilion.
There we go. Right, awesome. Trying to look for the right place for it. I would like to do something if you'll allow me. I want to go up to the Goliath, and wherever I can see the blood dripping out of him, I would love to be able to, if I have some kind of compartment for it, I'd love to be able to capture some of it as it's still radiant.
Yep.
And just set that aside, just if I have a bag or something, I'll put that in. Something I can kind of contain that in.
Okay. So what I'm going to have to let you do, so do a sleight of hand check, because this radiant blood, as you can feel, as you're going close to the Goliath, you can, like I said before, you can feel it unmaking you. So you automatically take 2 points of damage. And if you get this blood on you, something else may happen.
Oh, yeah, right, there we go.
Shit.
5.
5. Right. Cool as.
Awesome.
So you get this blood on you. You get this blood on you, and it starts to, you know that scene out of The Matrix where he puts his finger in the glass in the mirror, and you can start as it slowly goes up your hand, and you can feel that you've got the blood, and you can feel it on your fingers, and it starts to go up, and it starts to burn at the digits as it goes up. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, give me a Constitution roll, please.
Just straight Constitution?
Just give me a Constitution plus what your it's a Constitution save. If it is your
Constitution save. Yeah. 3.
3. All right. So as it's gone up your blood, as it's gone up your fingers, you're like, and you're trying to rub it. You're trying to rub it on your clothes, and you kind of put it on your chest, and you start feeling that it's kind of like eating away at your chest, and it does you 6 points of damage to your fingers as it's eating away at your skin.
What hit points are we using again?
You'll be at your stat block hit points.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
How are you feeling, mate?
Because I would be so very much dead if that was not the case. Oh God, now I'm gonna try and find the
your character sheets.
6 points.
Your character sheet. Yeah.
Your wizard.
Your wizard stat block. So you go back, you fall down. You drop.
I'm dead.
Wait, you had 6 hit points as a wizard?
I had 8.
Yeah. So you add it off
I'm a first level wizard. I've got nothing.
Yeah. So he falls. You can see that he's got this stuff on him, and he goes, shit. And then he kind of just drops down. All right? So, Ilian, so that is Zafan. That's you, bud.
Amazing.
So would I have seen him go down?
Oh, yeah. You see him.
Yep. So Zafin seeing him go down would swear under his breath, combat roll off to the side, lay on hands.
Lay on hands.
And give you let's give you at least 2 hit points back.
There we are. Cool as.
Awesome.
Alien, you can see over the top of you the jagged smile of the imp licking you in your ear as he's trying to bring
Just kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and feels you.
Feel that.
Yeah,
Did I at least get any of the blood contained? Was I successful in that at all?
No, buddy. It just went straight over your hands. It's like on your chest. It's basically acidic on you. It's radiant damage as it starts to eat away.
Bonus.
Yeah,
that was my bonus. So I'm just going to do my longsword attack, slicing away at his legs.
On who? On the
Goliath.
On the Goliath. So give me an attack, mate.
It's only a 7.
7 to attack. You completely miss. All right. So that's my Chain Devil. So who is next to my Chain Devil? So Mizrael come in and attacked him. And I think somebody else is there as well. Tanabrax is there as well. So I'm going to go D6. And it's going to be Tanabrax. He's the first one. Right, let's see. He is going to what he's going to try and do is he is going to. He only hits with a chain. So let me go to think. All right, here we go. What's your armor class, Tanabrax?
18.
18.
Rolled an 18.
He rolled a natural 4 on the dice, and that is a 12 to hit. As he swings out with his chain, one chain is down in the Goliath, the other just chain comes across and tries to swipe at you. And as it's come around your body to try and do a loop to catch you and slice you in half, you just kind of just go whoop, straight up as the fucking chain just kind of unravels, and you can just, it's like a snake type thing. Well done, man. Julian, that's you.
Real quick question. Are we using the HP from the devils?
No, your own HP.
So I'm going to go in to be about 20 feet away from the Goliath.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my multi-attack, which allows me to use my tail spine twice.
Yeah.
So I will just, I've got daggers, it does the exact same thing, so I'm just going to use that for my hit. 22.
Yeah, hits, yeah.
Should I just do both
Yep.
now?
Yep.
Yep. And an 8.
And an 8. Yep, so the 8 doesn't hit, the 22 hits.
The damage for the 22, 6.
6. Well done, man.
And on top of that, is Butcher the one closest to the Goliath at the moment?
Yeah, so Valis is there. I think Elric is there as well. Ilion is on the floor. Everybody's pretty much close. The only people that's not close is Mizraziel, whatever his bloody name is, and then Tenebrax, which is up on the top. You can see at the 0 now, the Goliath has started to turn and is going to run. It is feared. It is going to move away from the from whoever caused it fear. I can't remember who caused the fear, but somebody feared it. I think it was the
Raffle Smite.
Yeah. So it's going to start to run. It is going to try and pull the chain out. It has a natural 1, and so it's going to do himself a mischief, trying to grab on the chain, and it does himself a damage.
Did it
Right.
try and shake off the fear?
Oh,
Weasel over.
yeah, no chance. Right. So we back up to the top, the butcher.
Bearded? No, unbearded. Chain Devil is still got one chain in the Goliath.
Yep.
I'm gonna smack that chain.
Smack that chain.
Smack that. Smack that. Oh, that's a natural 20.
All right.
Hey.
So look,
Plus
you're gonna
5.
like, yeah, you snap the chain. Your glaive comes down. It snaps, the tautness of the chain snaps. The Goliath falls over, and the chain just straight back towards the chain devil. Unless you want to hold on to it and stuff.
Yeah, I want his soul coin too, so I'm gonna hold on to it.
You grab it. So you're grabbing hold of the chain. Give me a strength roll.
All right. Give me another natural 20, please. No.
No?
No, that is a 6.
That is a 6.
Plus 2, 8.
8. You have started. He's pulling. He rolled a natural 9 with a plus 4. That's a 13. As he's starting to pull the chain towards him, and you're kind of just skidding, going back towards the chain devil. And away you go. Miss Razul.
You get it. He gets it like 4 goes. Then he gets it. I'm just going to do an unarmed strike on the chain devil that I'm next to and try and take him down.
Okay, let's do this.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Nice. And then damage. 10 damage.
10 damage. Wow. Yeah, Christ, that is. You got an unarmed? You
Bonus.
got a bonus attack?
Yeah. Yeah, bonus. And bonus is 9 to hit, so I think that misses.
That misses. Yep. Right.
That's it.
Tenebrax.
All right, I am going to slash out with my longsword again.
Yep.
And sorry, I was looking for dice for some reason, but I'm on here, so
I've done it today.
That's a nat 20.
Natural. Fuck. So,
Ooh.
natural 20. Well done. So, multiply whatever your thing is. If it's a D8 or D6, you get 6 plus your strength thing, and then you roll it as
D8.
D8. So there's 8. What's your strength?
2.
That's
two.
10. 10 straight off the bat, plus a d8.
And I'm going to throw a divine smite into that as well.
That's the bonus action. That's Divine Smite. The bonus action, I think it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And minus the 2. So what am I doing? It looks weird on my screen for some reason. There we go. 3 on the d6, the d8 damage.
No, so it'll be now. So this is how it will work. It'll be your longsword, which is be an 8.
Yeah.
Your +2 strength is a 10. What's your maximum of your smite?
2d8. It's a
So
fiend, though,
16.
isn't he?
That's 16.
Is it undead or is it? Yeah, fiend or undead gets a 3d8, so it would be 24.
24 plus the 10. That's 34 plus the dice rolls.
All right, so the dice rolls on the smite, one more d8, so it was 8 plus another 8, so another 16 on the divine smite, and it was 3 on the longsword damage.
So you come up, you zip out of the chain, comes down. You're so far up. You bring your sword down. You call out for your master, which is Asmodeus, I think it is.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. You come down and you start to come down and you hit and you cause 43 points of damage as you start to this chain devil's head and just slice through his body. As you come down, the sword digs into the ground below him. So do me a favor. That is the chain devil just kind of goes and falls to the floor in 2 parts. So straight off the bat, Tenebrax, give me a D100 roll, please.
D100. 64.
64. Give me a D6 roll. 5. So you gain 2 soul coins. As this thing falls apart, you can see these 2 golden coins sitting in his chest as he splits. As everybody else can see this.
Yeah.
I grab some of the gore from the devil and I just wipe it on my face as a trophy.
Sorry, it would have been funny if you had done that to the Goliath.
Yeah. So guys, you can see the chains just fall. The chains fall slack. As you can see, Tenebrax has just split this this chain devil in half. What's everybody else doing? So that's Tenebrax. So Elric, it's you, bud.
So the chain devil is dead, right?
Chain devil is fucking hardcore dead.
He's gone. He's in 2 parts. Is the Goliath? Did he end up running, or is he still?
So he's stumbled back, but on his turn he can't run other than on his turn.
Okay. I am going to make an effort to grab the chain.
Yep.
Anticipation that he is going to run. I don't think I'll be strong enough to stop him, but I at least want to be where he ends up if I can.
Okay. So you were hoping to grab all the chains, so if he does run, you're just kind of fluffing off behind him. All right, cool.
Like a 4-foot woman holding the leash of a Great Dane. Think of it like that. So
all
it's
right,
going to be
sounds
great.
good.
All right.
Love it.
Okay.
Not going to work.
So you grabbed all of the chain. Do you want an attack, or what do you want to do? You just want to kind of hold on? I can hold on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Valas.
All right. How far am I from Butcher?
You're only about 25 foot.
Cool. I want to fly over to the Butcher, and speak to you, and be like, Devil, what is your name?
They call me the Butcher.
Of course. How could I forget? We've been friends for so long, and I'd like to cast friends on the Butcher.
What's your DC?
You have to beat a 15.
Damn.
Oh, that's a natural 17.
Do I know
Sweet
it's
friends.
failed, or do I still think I'm like it's worked and I'm going
No,
for it?
you know it's failed. Yeah, you know it's failed, and so does she.
Yeah.
What
What are you trying to do, imp?
Walk away.
So you just kind of fly down. You go, we're friends. And you go,
Yeah.
Not much I can do. Yeah, I guess like that'd be my action. And so what's happened is just now this Goliath, right? We're
just
dealing
this
with?
Goliath. Just this Goliath.
Yeah, I'll
standing
try
there.
and get within like close to the Goliath, but I want to be in his like attack range,
Yeah.
just on the outskirts.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, that's cool. You can see his radiation has started to come down. You can see the gray skin underneath it. The light is dim now that you can just see gray skin there now. All right, Ilion, it's you.
Knowing that I failed tremendously last time I attempted this, I'm not going to do it again.
Okay.
However, do I see, just judging from like what happened with the battle, do I see any of that blood still radiant on the ground anywhere?
Everything is hot. Everything is lava and heat and all this sort of stuff. So it burns off really quite quickly. But give me a perception roll, man.
Natural 20 for a 22.
What's with these fucking dice rolls, man? You can see
Not above 10, like
I know.
the whole game.
As you're lying there with Zafan looking over the top of you, his like hand on your chest, you kind of look towards the Goliath, and you can just see this single drop just coming down, just land in front of you, and it just hits this volcanic rock in front of you, and you can just see it sitting there, this single glistening bit of blood.
Can I try and collect the drop of blood?
I will let you pick this up, buddy. You just reach out. You know one of those war movies. You just kind of reach out. You kind of reach in for the gun type thing, and you just get it around your fingers, and you can just see it, and you just drag it back towards you, and just push this into this little case that you have. I will do that as a free action, mate. If you want to attack, you can attack.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to stand up. How far away am I from the Goliath?
You were right at his feet because he fucking dropped you.
I'm going to move away. Because I mean, assuming being that close, the radiance is going to do some damage, even though it's fading. Probably about 20 feet.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't. No, because
you only got 15.
Prone, so
yeah,
15. Yeah, I'll back up 15, and I will just because we can't really do much more. I will toll the dead.
Toll the dead.
Wisdom save of 13.
That is a natural 18.
Never mind. I got what I wanted.
All right. Zafan, it's you, bud.
So Zafan's going to stand back up and kind of maneuver his way behind the Goliath.
Yep.
His wings bursting out, and he's going to leap up and try and attack his longsword across the back of this Goliath.
Yep, you're going to cut his back open.
It's the attempt. 8.
8 to hit. You fucking fail. All right. All right, that's my change. Julian, it's you, bud.
All right, so I'm just going straight into the Goliath. I have the option for multi-attack again, so I'm just going to bite and fork him.
Yep.
I'm going to fork him right in his back first, then try and bite him on the neck.
Yeah, okay, cool as.
The bite is 9 to hit.
9 doesn't hit.
The fork is a 4 to hit.
4 to hit, so you do not. You come close in, you go to bite him, and the radiance is not there now. You can see this is hard, like grey skin as you're trying to get in. You're trying to bite him, and you can see that he has muscles upon muscles upon muscles as his body is starting to show. Okay, that is Julian. There, we're back up to the butcher.
Stabby McStab stab.
Stabby McStab stab. Let's do this.
Oh, what a fail. That's a 5. Plus 5 is only 10.
10 doesn't hit.
Wait, is he on the ground?
No.
Damn it.
All right.
That's me.
All right. Ms. Razul.
Really close to him still, don't I? Because I'm still next to the chain demon.
Yeah.
All
Chain
right.
devil.
If I do that, do I take any damage?
No, he's dead. Devil's dead.
No, from the Goliath.
Say it
Because of
again.
the radiance thing.
No, it's standing loose. Standing go.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll move in closer to the Goliath for an unarmed strike.
Okay, give me damage. Give me an attack roll first, please.
Yep. 18 to hit.
18 definitely fucking hits.
And damage is 10.
10. Oof. As you go, you uppercut into his ribs, and you can feel the lower rib crack underneath your punch, and he goes ugh, as you the first sound that the Goliath has said.
Ooh.
Right.
All right. Bonus unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike.
26 to hit. Oh,
20.
yeah, 26 to hit.
Yes, 26 hits.
And that was a natural 20 plus 6, actually.
That was a natural 20.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Plus 6.
Fuck's sake. So it'll be your full damage that you have, which is 1d6.
1d6 plus 4.
So it's 10 points of damage plus another 1d6. Yeah, throw that cat out.
Okay.
Just like...
She keeps crawling around my feet. So plus 6 is 3, so 13.
13. As the last bit of radiance starts to seep from this Goliath, the two big punches into the ribs. The other one comes in from the other side and delves. The ribs crack as the Goliath goes and just drops to his knees, and he starts to shrink. And there's a single gold coin sitting where the Goliath's body once was. Just radiuses.
We all become seagulls after it.
It's up to you guys. It's whatever you want to do. Like Mizrael just kill the guy. So
Are we still in turn order?
no. Well, I'm going to say no. Thing is gone now. Like it was the fact of all the battle, and then all initiative rolls drop, and everybody's looking. So normal soul coins are a dull gold color of tarnished gold because they just get thrown around. They get passed around to everybody. And so each soul coin could have been passed around 50,000 times, and the gold is all dulled. This one glows with an inner light.
Sweep it up as fast as I
And
can.
dart to pick it up.
Yeah.
Can we
So
all rush to it?
everybody rushes to it. So here we go.
I
This is
would grab Valis
I'll
if
swap
he
you
tries to
these
go
two.
for the
I'll give you
coin.
2 for 1.
I
So-
will try and mage hand it.
all right. So this is what we go. So
Wait, Tim. I want to fly in the middle. Like I assume we're all going at the same time, right?
yeah, you're
that's
like fucking
happening?
seagulls.
When I hit the middle, I want to cast fucking what is it?
I would
Oh, I just
totally
had it.
grab his wing.
Word of Radiance.
Well of radiance.
No, Word of Radiance.
Word of radiance. Right. What explains to me what word of
Okay.
radiance is?
Burning radiance erupts from you in a 5-foot emanation. Each creature of your choice that you can see in it must succeed in a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. So like,
So-
I want to like time this.
This
So
is
like,
exactly
when
why I
I'm in
stayed
there,
So
I'm popping that
so
shit.
Ilion has gone back. Mizrael has gone punch. Poof. This Goliath has turned into this golden coin. The butcher's come in. Valis has gone in. The butcher's gone for Valis to
Yeah.
pull him back. Mizrael's gone for the coin. So how are we gonna play this? Is right. So
paper, scissors, rock.
paper so
I'm up the top still because I killed
Yeah.
the devil. So
What
I'm
a
Yeah.
fucking she is.
so Mizrael, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, hang on.
Zafan, give me a sleight of hand check. Julian, you're up the top. Julian, where are you? Are you up the top or down the bottom?
I was chasing in, but I was a bit behind Valor, so
Okay.
I'm kind of sniffing something.
All right. Elric, what are you doing?
I rolled a 20 on my sleight of hand check.
Natural?
No.
All right.
Dirty.
Zafan, what are you doing?
So dirty.
Oh, sleight of hand as well?
Yeah. Because you were there as well.
Dirty 21. I'll
Oh.
screenshot it. I'll screenshot
No,
it.
it's fine. So you come in now, Mizrael. You go to grab it. And as you go to grab it, Zafan's hand, because he's lower, because he's on his hands and knees, like went to hill Ilian, his hand comes down. Butchers come up. Go for it.
Can I do an attack of opportunity on that natural 20 or on that 21 and try and unarmed strike his hand?
No,
he goes
because
to
you
grab
would
it?
have you would have gone for the thing. If you had,
Damn it.
you have a bonus attack though, that'll allow you to like an arm strike to knock it out of his hand.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
Has he got it in his
reaction to-
hand?
he's
Or
got it.
has someone-
It's in his
he's
hand.
got
You
it.
can see it's in his hand.
Okay, yeah. Can I do that?
Yeah.
What's the check?
Whatever his armor class is.
Okay, so I just roll a normal unarmed strike bonus.
So roll d20.
Yep.
Add your strength. Or dexterity, whatever the fuck you're using.
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Zafan, what's your armor class, bud?
16.
16.
No.
So you come down. You goes your hand. The other hands come down. Valis has come in. Butcher has gone up. So do me an attack roll on Valis, please, Butcher.
Can I,
Come
can I
on, come on,
backhand
come on.
Israel away?
You unless you got 2 attacks, you've used it sleight of hand to go for it.
19.
19. Valis?
Complete miss, bro. Trust me.
So you've grabbed Valis's wing and started to pull him down. Valis, what are you doing, bud?
Well, we're in a 5-foot radius.
Everybody's
right? Like,
just
fighting on this thing.
Everybody's got to close.
How I envision this, right? Because it's like burning radiance erupts from me. It's not like blinding, but it's like a flashbang almost,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
it's like a bright light. Yeah, I still want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Give me. So
Con saves.
So what is it? Con
So-
save?
Everyone that's in that little circle,
That's
the con
3.
save, you have to beat 15.
Am I the only person who's not in that circle?
So Julian's
I'm
not in
away.
it.
Probably
So
Julian as well.
Julian as
Tenebrax
well,
is not in it. Julian's not in it. Ilion is not in it. I don't think Elric is in it either.
Oh, okay. there's only
What do
a
we
couple
need to
people there.
save?
15.
Got a natural 19.
Ooh, there's one save.
8.
I got a
Has
6.
everyone
8, 6. So give me 1d6 damage, Valis. As
You want me to just do one and everyone gets that?
yeah,
Share,
yeah.
I
What's a
also
6?
wanted to.
So what's that, 1 damage?
Oh, second. Let's do this. Go on.
It was a 6.
It was a 6. So Zafan and Mizrael both take 6 points of damage as he just explodes. Ilion? Go on, sorry, Julian.
I was just yeah. Go ahead.
As this is happening, I cast my Thaumaturgy just below where that gold coin is to cause tremors. They are unharmless, but I imagine the coin just starts bouncing, moving frantically everywhere as it goes.
So I would
Straight
say,
into the butcher's path.
yeah. So I would just say,
21.
yeah. So I would say you did that prior to Zafan going. He's got the coin now. You can see the stones shaking around his hands. Mizrael comes down, hits it. Butcher grabs up, pulls Valis towards you, and he explodes. Boom! Pushes Zafan back and Mizrael back, and you land on your back as Zafan has this coin in his hand. Ilian, you're the last to do. What are you doing?
Mage hand. I was going to cast Mage hand to try and grab the coin.
It's already in his hand. I don't know. So look, give me a sleight of hand. If you beat his 21, I will let you pull it out of his hand.
Probably not.
That's an easy feat. Don't worry.
Well, 3 of us all grab it.
I need to roll a natural 20
Yeah.
to be able to.
Surely with advantage because Zafan's blind.
Fuck off! What?
Yeah.
I mean, surely with disadvantage
my
because Zafan's Ilion's blind.
20 for a 22.
So you get so Valis comes back. So Valis just explodes. Zafan falls back, and as he falls back, his kind of hand opens slightly as he gets rocked by this thing, and you can just feel the coin get plucked out of his hand and just goes doot, 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 into Ilian's hand.
That's amazing.
And as you are there fighting, the coin gets into Ilian's hands, and you can feel something happen. The coin stops glowing. It's heavy in your hand, like generally twice the weight of what gold is. And you can feel the mark on your forehead. When you first came down that river Styx, you took your master's mark, and it disappears, and you feel freedom. You still have to get out of hell, but you are free from your master. And you have a Goliath soul coin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. But thank you very much for taking part. I appreciate the people come into the chat, and I appreciate just the effort that you guys put in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that's the first session 0 of Australis Hell's Edition. Ta-da!
Can I just say before we go?
Yep.
Valis was this close to killing me with that fucking flashbang. I'm on 1 HP after all of that shit.
I genuinely didn't want to hurt anyone. I just wanted to flashbang everyone, take the fucking coin, and then I had to roll the best.
grenade.
What I will point out though,
Amazing.
So what's going to happen is you will get experience. You will get experience in two forms of different ways. Okay, so you'll have experience for killing someone, you'll have experience for role playing one, and then we'll have XP for the MVP. So the MVP is the person that we goes, this person did some great role playing. This person did some awesome actions that changed the game itself. At the moment, because you are level 1, I will reduce it down to a lower XP, but then as you go up, it will be something like 300 experience points every game if you choose it. Okay, so
Who's gonna do the play of the game?
who are we gonna pick MVP, guys?
Pancake.
Pancake.
Well,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Don't
put my
vote
hand.
me.
I'm gonna put my hand up for Tenebrax because he did kill that chain devil with the 40 points.
Yeah, that was actually pretty
Yes,
cool.
that's
Yeah,
true.
no.
So,
That
but
was a
God,
melt.
that
I
was
would-
insane. I forgot about that
sleight of
entirely.
hand grab was actually pretty good as well.
I will allow you.
I want to give it to
All
He
MVP
Right.
stole it off me.
All right. So
I can't believe
okay.
it.
So we are giving the 50 experience points to Ilian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mage
alright.
hand, natural 20.
That was good.
Yeah,
That's
let's
good.
go.
That's
The
brilliant.
last thing we did too.
It was
I-
tense too. I was like,
XP. So
To happen.
and how
Like the
this
fact that Valis nearly killed everybody with his 6 points of
Whoops.
radiant
So
damage. But
good.
yeah, mage hand,
For-
definitely.
When
Zaffin being the one that was Zaffin the one that healed me?
Yes.
Zaffin, you were the one that
yeah,
healed me.
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, the fact
the
that
actual MVP.
that actually, yeah, he's gonna hate that now.
And so what's gonna happen as well, guys, is I'm not gonna give XP's experience points out to anybody. I will go away. I will check out your experience points, and then if you go up a level, I will message you that you've gone up a level, because then you can role play your next level up instead of me you saying, "Yep, you've gone up," and everybody knows you've gone up. So it's all a surprise until like you come in and you're beefy as fuck. Okay.
Like that. I like that.
Let me just point out though that Chain Devil was a fairly high thing, so I would imagine you've gone up a level. Just let me just point that out to you guys.
Yeah, we're all level 6 now. It's cool.
Look,
Did you not expect us to try and kill it?
Was that
No,
Goliath?
I
was
expect-
an easy Goliath.
no, because he is quite a high level.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
6.
With a plus
Isn't it?
8 to hit, like, hello.
It's like
Yeah, he's a
7 or 8, isn't he?
he's a challenge rate in 8. He was.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like that. Can I make sure I
Crazy.
got my javelin?
That's why I
back
wasn't.
over
That's why I
the-
was hovering and not going to go attack him.
Yeah.
So,
And so like I just worked it out, and let me just see what the problem is in the new book. It's fucking miles away. It's not just at the front page now. It's,
Yeah, you got to search
Are we
in the
still
back.
streaming?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can swear if you want.
I was just checking.
All right, because we are the first match, and you did just receive. You all have gone up to level 2
Let's go.
straight away.
Straight away.
Okay, so
Thanks,
you.
Tenebrax.
Nice.
Thanks, Tenebrax.
I will inform you. I will keep an eye on this experience points, and I will tell you when you've gone up the next levels. But thank you. All right, I'm gonna stop streaming